Joined now by Syracuse head coach Gary Gait, Joey Spallina, Dwan III, and Michael Leo. Got a quick opening statement from Coach, and then we'll take some questions. Coach.
Thanks. Awesome team effort. I thought these guys and their teammates did an incredible job. You know, they took the prep serious, the game plan, and they went out today and they executed as a team. And I thought they put a strong mental performance together and really made some plays on the field. So the defense was outstanding, goaltending. I think we had one goal against, 6-on-6 all day. You know, a couple man-ups, a couple transition, but only one 6-on-6, so I thought we did a great job. I think Jimmy McCool, you know, got comfortable in there, made some great saves, and overall it was just a really good start and a good team effort.
Open it up for questions.
Coach, I know the attack has gotten a lot of love in the lead up to the season in the media, but how proud are you of the defensive effort today? Because especially in the opening quarter and start of the second quarter, I thought you guys really shut them down. They couldn't find anything. So what was your view on that?
Well, we've been talking about it, you know, that Coach O, as a defensive coordinator, you know, this is his second year with this group, and he felt way more comfortable. You know, he was recalling his thoughts this time last year, and he was saying before the game, you know, last year at this time, I was hoping they remembered the defense and what we were supposed to do, and this year I feel a lot better about it, and I know the guys know it, and I know they know what they're doing, so I just feel really good, and he felt good about what was going to happen today, but until you actually go out and play, you never know. But they delivered on what you know, what he wanted them to do, and they delivered with effort and lacrosse IQ, and they made a lot of great plays, and it was fun to watch. They looked really hard to score against us 6-on-6 today, and I'm very proud of what the entire defensive unit did.
For Joey and Michael, what did you guys think of Luke's first goal there? Where he kind of went right, came back, and that bounced up. It's maybe one hand.
Yeah, I'll go first. You know, I think just being, you know, I think our offense is very tight, and you know, we have a bunch of guys on our offense, you know, that like to score cool goals, and you know, we like to try cool things. You know, we got a head coach, you know, that emphasizes for us to do that stuff. So, you know, I think which makes us feel comfortable to do that kind of stuff. And, you know, I think Luke is one of the most underrated players probably on our team, probably in the country. And, you know, Luke just made a great play, and, you know, Luke was just doing him. And, yeah, I mean, I believe he beat his guy to start, right? And, yeah, I mean, Luke's great, so.
Yeah, I mean, Joey said it all. Yeah, Luke's an amazing player, and it was cool to see him get that first goal of the year, especially a goal like that. Yeah, I love the kid, and I'm excited to see what he brings for the rest of the season.
Coach, you talked about back on Thursday about this junior class taking that next step. How do you think they kind of laid the foundation for the rest of the season?
They're off to a great start. You know, being an upperclassman, you're in a different situation. They're all leaders on this team, and they all can, you know, change the flow of a game by how they are as leaders. So I thought today they, you know, especially in that third quarter, it's an easy opportunity to get out of the game plan and start, you know, trying to put up points or doing something that weren't, but they actually came out and executed even better in the third quarter and put the game away and left no doubt. So very proud of what they did, and you know, we prepare. We'll come back next week and hopefully do the same thing.
Zach in the back row.
Joey, walk me through how the tag is able to be on the same page so well in terms of being the first thing you guys was. How are you able to stay connected and be on the same page?
Yeah, you know, I think this is our third year playing together. You know, I've been kind of saying it, but I think me going up to Canada, and just kind of playing, really kind of like, I now completely understand, what they're thinking, whether it's a pass in a cutback door or, just kind of how they play off ball, it's how I'm starting to, form my off ball play, and I think, I think us three, I think we're very close off the field, which I think will have success on the field, and this is a very relationship-based sport, so I think if you have the best relationships with your teammates, you're ultimately going to have success on the field. So.
Coach, 8 different multi-goal scorers today. Was your expectation to have that many contributors, or did that even surprise you?
Usually, we've been pretty good over the last year or two of getting lots of people opportunities to score, and today, the depth I think really showed, and the guys played great. It was nice to see, our offense really click, and they did on the offensive end. But again, more importantly, I just thought the defense was outstanding, and a captain like Billy Dwan helps me solidify that group, and Cade and Cole down there, they make sure the defense is ready, and I thought they were just outstanding today.
Michael, the last time we saw you last year after that Denver game, you said that if you guys get to that point next year, things are going to be different. How do you feel like that loss kind of helped carry into your offseason, really was the motivation point behind both your offseason and your 4-goal performance today?
Yeah, obviously that loss, I think, made a lot of us change our attitude entering the off season. So I know everyone on this team worked their tail off in the off season, had a great fall ball, and honestly that game is just past us now. We're just focusing on one game at a time. We got Vermont this week coming up, and yeah, I'm fully confident that this team is going to take one game at a time and just have an amazing season. I can't wait for it.
And then with today's performance for you as well, did you feel like there was anything different about your mentality maybe in past years?
No, I just try to go out there and play my game. I practiced with these guys all week, so I'm just super comfortable playing with them. And honestly, when I'm on the field with them, it makes me feel a lot more comfortable. So that's it.
Francisco.
Yeah, Billy, I'm curious. You already have that chemistry with Riley and Caden, but getting to play alongside Michael as well. What has that process been like in preseason, getting to work with him, and how comfortable did you feel out there with the teammate?
Yeah, I think playing with Gracie, I think he's a really easy guy to play with. One of Coach O's sayings, be easy to play with and hard to play against. And I think that goes hand in hand to how he plays and how good he is off the ground, how good of a stick he is. He kind of does everything well. I don't really see a weakness in his game. And then I think Joey touched on it, but just going to off-the-field relationships, he's an unreal dude, and so happy he decided to come here last year, and wouldn't have it any other way. Love playing with him and Fig every day in practice, and obviously in games like today.
Gary, you mentioned on Thursday that you've got 2 really good goals, ultimately to separate the
I think he just had a little bit more experience, and felt comfortable giving him the shot, and he delivered. So I was very happy that we waited as long as we did to make that decision, because we know Michael Ippoliti's right there with him. And if we ever need him, we know we can go to him, and we get a completely different look. With Jimmy being a big, tall lefty, and then Michael Ippoliti, totally different style. It's a smaller righty that's super quick, and so I've said before, I feel really good about both of them, and comfortable with what we have in the net.
Billy, you're obviously captain on this defense, and this is the first time you got to be captain on the field, right, and in front of these guys. So I'm sure you kind of gotten used to what it's like off the field and practice and whatnot. But was there anything that you have maybe discovered today on the field that was cool to meet this group like this?
Yeah, obviously, I think it's a big honor to be a captain and everything like that. But I think Coach O says it, Coach Gait says it, there's only 4 captains, and we're not going to go to the places we want to go if we only have 4 captains. And if you look at these 2 guys, too, they're great leaders on this team, and it takes everybody. I'm pretty sure probably most of our team were captains in high school. So, obviously, I think it's a big honor. Love to have the approval of my teammates. I think it just, I don't really look at that stuff. But I think that we have so many great leaders on this team and so many guys that step up to the plate when need be. So kind of makes my job easy.
We're going to take 3 more questions here. Zach. Coach, for you guys to have such a dominant result to start the year, how satisfying is it for you to kind of be with your team? How you prepare for them to sort of execute?
You know, it was nice. It was nice the way it worked out. But we'll be challenging them from day one. We've already started with the challenge that, you know, that game's behind us. And we need to go 1-0 this week, and that's our focus, and it's about execution, about us. And we've mentioned that a couple times. It's about how we execute and what we do and how we are. And we shouldn't let our opponent, you know, determine how we act and how we play. So I think they took it to heart today, but now we challenge them again for the next week.
Coach, building off that just a little bit, Goalie came in here before and said you guys probably expected a result like this. Would you say that you did expect a result of that magnitude?
No, I'm never a coach that has expectations. You prepare, you go out and you play, and if you play well, great things happen. Sometimes you don't play well. And then you consider how you prepare and maybe make some changes to it. But these guys, they delivered. We didn't know how the game was going to go. You know, they could have had a couple shooters that were on fire, and they could have scored a bunch of goals. And unfortunately, for them, they didn't. Fortunate for us. So, you know, we try not to work on expectations, more on preparation and focus on what we need to do to have success.
Final question. Zach, how did you think John did it face on Wednesday, especially
You know, I thought he did well. You could tell he wants to score goals. He wants to make things happen. I think he settled down in the third quarter and focused on what he really needed to do. He said, just get us possessions. And I think you saw that in the third quarter, and I think it was a valuable lesson for him, and he'll learn from this, that, you know, sometimes you don't need to try and push the brake every time off the face-off. You can go back, get us the ball, and that's a win. So I think it was a great opportunity for him to learn a little bit. You know, he still did a great job. What was he, 14 for 22 or something? 14 for 22. So he did a great job and made some plays and could have had a couple goals and did some really good things. But more than anything, that was his first game as a starting face-off guy, and I think he'll learn from that and he'll get better.
Thanks, everybody.